atomic bomb.
What is up, guys? It's David Delgado, leader of the Geek Army, back at you with another video. This video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to go ahead and talk about something that's kind of come back. As you guys know, I would say maybe 3-4 months ago, I don't know how long ago it was. If you guys know who Faze Censor is, he's a Pro League Call of Duty player, a YouTuber, streamer, and he's verified on Instagram, the whole deal. He was going out with Yanet Garcia, and so they essentially broke up. And from what we know about the beginning is that he broke up with her to pursue a career in Call of Duty and win the Call of Duty World Championships. That's his dream, okay? That's his dream. And so he got a lot of hate for that. I remember watching that video, and there was a huge dislike ratio. People thought he was nuts. People thought he was crazy. They're like, how can you dump such a beautiful woman like Yanet Garcia? And honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do it, man. This guy's got some balls. Like, you know how hard it is to leave a woman like Yanet Garcia over a video game? It is so freaking hard. I would do not have the willpower to do that, honestly. Me personally, I would have figured out some way to keep that woman in my life, and like I would figure out a way to make it work. All right, that's what I would have done. But ultimately, I will say, Doug, if you're watching this, I'm a huge fan of both you and Yanet, despite what issues you've had in the past. And I definitely respected your decision on leaving her to win the Call of Duty World Championship, because it shows that you're serious. It shows that you want it really, really bad, and you're willing to sacrifice that relationship. And honestly, I think he got a little too much hate for that, because I mean, things have happened like this before in this world. I mean, people have been put in a position before where they've had to pick between their dream career or their dream job and their significant other. It's things like this have happened before. It's just this time, this guy on Doug's career is Call of Duty. But I mean, tell me this: if any of you guys are watching, if you were faced with a decision to pick between your dream career that was going to pay you a lot of money or your significant other, who would you pick? If you even hesitate for a nanosecond, bet your significant other is going to hate you forever. I'm just saying. And honestly, if I was faced with that decision, even I would have to think about it, and I would hesitate to pick my significant other. Right now I don't have one. I'm just using that as an example. So I do respect his decision, and we did get some updates on the whole situation, because I kind of had a feeling there was more than meets the eye, if that makes sense. I had a feeling that there was more to just, hey, I'm gonna break up with her because I want to win a Call of Duty World Championship. And so he put out a video a couple of days ago saying that he got dropped from his team, Optic Gaming. And honestly, I could tell that he was a little bit heartbroken over that. And he was a free agent, and he was trying to figure out what he was going to do after that. And it turns out that he released a video saying that he is retiring from the Pro League for the Call of Duty Pro League, whatever you want to call it. And honestly, I was a little disappointed when he made that video. Now, he did say that he might come back, which I hope he does. I hope he does win that ring. But I was a little confused too. I was like, you risked. Not risked, but you gave up your relationship to win the championship. But then you decide to basically quit the Call of Duty Pro League. And to me, I was like, whoa. I mean, is he going to go get her back? But so far it doesn't look like that. But I mean, I kind of get, well, I don't exactly get it because I'm not experiencing it, but I do see why he made that decision. I mean, he got dropped from his team. There's not much he can do. He was probably going to get picked up from another team, but obviously that didn't work out. And, I get it, I mean, it's kind of like if you were in the Olympics, right, and you were competing for, let's say, sprinting, and you wanted to get that gold medal so bad, but yet your team drops you, and nobody thinks you're taking it seriously, but you're taking it seriously. And, there's not much you can do, because, the Olympics only happen every 4 years, so you have no other choice but to, leave it behind, and you got to wait and come back to it another time. And so it is a pretty unfortunate that, Doug's teammates and the way some people saw him, or at least the way he thinks that they saw him, was that they didn't think he was serious. And honestly, from what I see in his videos, I see his passion, I see his drive. I think he's taking it really seriously on winning that championship because, he sacrificed his relationship. I mean, how more serious can you get about winning a pro league by sacrificing a relationship? That shows a big commitment. I'm not sure what his teammates were thinking when they thought that, he wasn't serious about it. I'm not talking about maybe his his teammates from Optic Gaming, but I'm talking about like teammates in the past, like from Faze Clan. But that's basically what he said on how he felt. That he felt that some people kind of looked at him and didn't think that he was taking it seriously because he had a lot of I would say how would you word it? I guess he had a lot of ways out of the championship. He had YouTube to fall back on. He had Twitch to fall back on. He had his Instagram to fall back on. He could say I am retiring, but I'm gonna make great content, which he's doing right now. But I do hope he goes back to essentially win that world championship. Now, on another note, he even released another video, kind of a troll one, saying he had a new girlfriend. And at first, I thought he was serious, and I gotta say, it was kind of funny to see that blow up, doll. And I like how he's owning the memes. I know he's trying to not let the hate get to him, but I do appreciate that he tried to own that meme. Taking the biggest L. But times are tough. So you gotta make everything fun, even when you're down. But he did release another video, I think it was today, about more information on why he broke up with Yanet. Turns out, he was saying that, I guess, when he would film or vlog, for example, like filming or vlogging, going on a picnic or doing anything like that, she would want a cut of the money that he made on the videos, and he didn't think that was morally right. And he's trying to be focused on making great content and making good quality videos for us fans. And I kind of get where he's coming from. From what I understand, I don't think YouTubers are charging other YouTubers a percentage of their views from what they make. I think they just kind of work something out where say, hey, I help you make a video. Can you help me make a video? To go give you another example, I'm pretty sure David Lade, kind of like a well-known fitness model, you could say. He took a picture with Faze, and it's on Faze's Instagram, Doug's Instagram. I'm pretty sure, David Lade wasn't like, hey, I'm on your Instagram. I know you got sponsors. Let me get a piece of the pie. I really doubt he asked for that. And so, I was kind of surprised to hear that, Yanet was asking for that. And so that definitely surprised me. And so he was like, you know what? Let me just pay for all the bills. Let me take good care of you. Let me pay for your visa. I mean, this... Other than the visa, this kind of sounds like a normal relationship anyways, because from the majority of men that I know, they pay for, the majority of the time they pay for, the dates, the food, maybe some of the bills, not all the bills. I know it's kind of changing. I don't want to say that men are paying all the bills, because I know some women, help men pay the bills. I know there's always, kind of a mutual thing going on. And so he decided to kind of make his relationship a little bit more private, because he didn't want to film videos with her because she would ask for a percentage, and he just didn't think that was right. Anyways, I just think that I wouldn't say either one of them are wrong in this situation, because Yanet is an Instagram model. She's a Mexico's hottest weather woman. She's used to her face being on a screen and being paid for that. So that's kind of what she's used to. So I kind of get where she's coming from, asking for a percentage of the views. She's not exactly a big I wouldn't say big YouTuber. She's not exactly a full-on committed YouTuber. Doug takes it a lot more seriously than her, I would say. So I kind of get why she was, asking for a percentage, because she comes from a world where she's being paid for whenever her face is used on the screen. I'm pretty sure she didn't mean it in a bad way. I noticed on Instagram she's kind of being called a gold digger, and people are starting to hate on her. I would say, guys, don't hate on her. I mean, that's just her point of view. That's kind of what she's used to. She's used to being paid for when her face is being used on a television screen, So I don't think either one of them are wrong. And something that Doug also mentioned is that she would give him ultimatums on what friends he would be able to hang out with. He said that, one night she called him, asked him, hey, where you at? and he was saying, "Oh, I'm with my friend at the gym. We're filming a video while we're working out." And she says, "Oh, you're filming a video with him. You can't be with him. If you're with him, then we can't be in a relationship." And something like that sounds pretty crazy to me. But at the end of the day, though, I think we'd all agree Latinas are crazy. All right, if you're Latino like me, you know that Latinas are crazy. They can be crazy in a good way and in a bad way. I think we all can agree on that. But and I kind of mean that as a joke too. Like I don't mean it like as a serious thing. I mean it like as a joke, right? I know even us males can be crazy too. But he also mentioned that he would try to buy her he said he wanted to buy her a car at one point because he didn't want to drive around all the time. He wanted to show how much he loved her and whatnot. And so she was saying, and so he was saying, let me also film you getting the car. Like I want to film your reaction. And she was saying, no, like I don't want you to film it. If you're gonna film it, you need to buy it, all in cash. And they were arguing about it, saying, and Yanet was saying, is this what making the videos about, making money on the fact that you're buying me a car? But even though he will make money on it, at the end of the day, he wants to get a good reaction and put this great content because that's what his fans want to see. We want to see some good reaction, some good content like that. And there's nothing wrong with him filming you get a car. I mean, I know a ton of people who have filmed their fiancés getting each other's a car. I know they're not married, but that's basically a point I'm trying to make. And so I'm not sure if he ever got her the car, but I mean, it is what it is. And I'm kind of leaning towards Doug on this one. I do understand where he's coming from, but at the end of the day, though, we gotta hear her story, her side of the story. Because I wouldn't say she's a bad person, neither does Doug. They just had some issues, and honestly, it wasn't just the fact that, he was leaving. He wanted to pursue Call of Duty over her. Obviously, we just found out that there was more to the story. And so I do definitely get, where he's, coming from. I don't think people should be hating on her just because, she asked for some of the money for the views he was going to make on it. Because, that's just kind of I would say that's kind of the world where she comes from. So, Doug, if you ever watch this, just know I'm a huge fan. I support you. And I'm kind of on your side. I am on your side on this one, but I would like to hear her side of the story. I'm not sure if we ever will. Maybe she'll post a YouTube video on her Instagram, letting us know what went on. But I don't look down upon her, even though they broke up. They just had some issues. Like any relationship, people have issues. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Click that like button if you liked it. Subscribe. Turn on that notifications bell so you know when I post videos. And also look out for my Twitch channel. Link is in the description below. I will be live streaming, or at least try to live stream every 2 days. I'll be doing a mixture of both Rainbow Six Siege and COD videos mostly, but also I'll include some news that I may find. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. I'll see you next time.